Well, it's that time again. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the interview with Craig Veltri.
Thank you, Megan Pennington, and welcome to the interview. Our returning champion graces us with a joyful vengeance. She not only has a brand new book, Becoming Unstoppable, which advises the reader to dream bigger than their current station and how to get to higher platforms, but she also has a new single called Hatter, which will hit streaming on June 11. It's badassery that you can dance to, and we will world premiere it here on the Craig Veltri interview, recording in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and calling in from Beverly Hills, California. Here she is, Dani Felt. Dani, welcome back to the interview.
Thank you, Craig, so much. I always love being here. It's awesome.
Oh, I love having you on here for sure. And my, it's par for the course for you, but you have been busy. Let's talk about the brand new book, Becoming Unstoppable. We had talked about it quite often off the air, and it's almost a collection of some of the better bits of advice that you have given to your clients and given freely of yourself on your podcast. Why did you eventually decide I'm going to put this all in a book?
Yeah, I just felt called to like I felt called to. I basically this book is made of emails that I've written over time to my email list. And I felt like the advice that I was giving everyone on my email list is really transformational. And so I felt like it was selfish of me if I just let that advice be for my email list and not actually for the public. And so, yeah, I decided to publish it.
Well, I mean, you also had to think to yourself, I've been so selfless in giving this out. I mean, it would be a nice way to monetize this as well. And what was that also, I mean, you are an entrepreneur, you are a business lady. Was that also part of it?
Yeah, I mean, with books, I think people should view it more as a way to open doors, because if you have a book on Amazon, like they're taking a percentage, if it's in a bookstore, they're taking a percentage. They're not making like a ton. It's very similar to like music, like being an artist, because you have like this product and you're trying to sell it, and doesn't matter how great it is if no one knows about it. So you have to just constantly tell everyone everywhere. Like I've tried selling my book to this one girl in like line for the movie theater. Like I sold my book yesterday at my friend's like showcase where he was like performing, and one of his friends like told me he wanted to purchase it. So I just brought my book with me in my purse. I just bring my book with me and I just be like, hey, I have it, you know. But then you have to like order them. So I had to order like 25 more books. So you have to like spend money to order them on like a lower rate, and then you have to like sell them for a higher rate. So yeah, I can show
I mean,
you that I have it. This is
having,
You
well,
can see it. It's very
there were a couple of
shiny.
things that I did read in there that I didn't. I think we did talk about this the first time we spoke
Uh-huh.
over 3 years ago. I think now at this point that
Yeah.
you a lot of your success is really built off of the rubble of your failures.
Oh
And one
yeah.
and one instance that you spoke about was an internship in London. You describe it as you almost felt like you had arrived and it didn't work out. Why was that uh,
Yeah.
incident in your life, that moment in your life, so pivotal to you?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So, I mean, I always tell people just try things because you never know. And I was excited to do an internship and get an opportunity to travel to London. So that's how I did it is applying for this internship, which is funny because you pay to work for free. Is kind of interesting.
Why I never followed through on my journalism degree.
Yeah, yeah. Like for like the program, like the abroad program, like you have to pay to work. And I think, yeah, you have to, I think they provide food. I don't remember. It was like me and a bunch of strangers in a house, like all working, like kind of like real world. And I just had a really challenging, I don't think I was on any like holistic or any medication at the moment. I don't remember. Maybe I was, but I had like for ADHD, I had a really hard time with understanding the tasks that they were assigning me. And so they gave me several different positions. Like I got to work at several different companies and all of them like didn't want me. So like I remember I was at one and I kept leaving earlier because they kept saying I could. And so I thought that was okay, you know.
Ooh,
I was like, okay,
read the
cool.
policy a little deeper, I think.
I didn't have like the common sense, when it came to that, and I wasn't prepared and I knew nothing about PR. So like interning at a PR company and they just like throw me in the room like, hey, do XYZ. I was like, I don't understand. Like what do I do? Like they kind of just want you to just know what you're doing. And I had a really hard time, like I just had a really hard time with the whole process. And I ended up working for the internship company, so I didn't have to go home. Like it was crazy. They didn't want to force me to have to go back. So they let me like actually intern. The girl let me intern for her company eventually. But that was the year that I found my first business partner in London. And that was a really pivotal moment. And then because I got fired when I went home to the States, I was so inspired that I need to like have my own thing to like prove them wrong, you know?
Right.
And so I started my first music blog, and that's how I broke into the music industry.
So that's kind of what got you writing. Let's bring it back to the book. How long did it take you to organize this book, outline it, and finally put everything down to paper? How long did this take?
Yeah, so I hired a editing team like I think it was July. So they helped me, I think like 7 months because we just published it in March. So I think it was 7 months if I can do math from like July to March. But I originally had someone else work on it like 2 years ago. I think it was during 2020, and she made it sound so technical. Like she blended like my voice with technicality, and it just felt really boring. So I kind of just toss it. Plus, she ghosted me like after I paid her, but I didn't pay her a lot of money. So I guess I understand. But like she stopped
Professional
talking to
ghosting is the
me.
worst kind of ghosting. I'm not trying to date you. I'm trying to pay you to help you with your services. Be
Well,
professional.
I did pay her, but then after I paid her and I asked her if she used AI to like because it just was so like robotic,
Yeah.
she didn't respond. She stopped responding to me altogether after I paid her, and she like disappeared offline, and it was so weird. So I put the
I
book
think
to
we
the
call that a
side.
scam, Danny.
Right? Yeah. I put the book to the side, and then I was at my friend's Zoom group where they were doing like her name's Meg and Jasmine. They're like coaches, and they were doing like this free thing, like this, they always do these free classes. And they're like, what's your goals? And I said, I really want to publish my book. Like I feel called in 2025, if it was last year. Yeah, like last year, I was like, I hear everyone talking about how much they're struggling and how stressed they are and how frustrated they are and how sad they are. And I see so many people are lost. And I feel like I have so much wisdom that can just help people have a different perspective and just change their life, even if it's just one simple change. And so this woman was on their group call, Heather Andrews, and she's like, I'm a publisher. And I said, oh my God, this is amazing. She's like, I'll help you, I'll work with you. And she let me do like a whole payment plan and really worked with me. And it was amazing. And she brought an editing team. And you really need an editor when it comes to books because like you have to have someone that can bring everything together for you, similar to like working
So
with
what were the pieces coming into this? Was it old
Mhm.
blog posts? Was it old you said it was
emails.
basically all emails pretty much.
Emails.
So did
Yeah.
they come together with you to give you the structure of it, or did you kind of have the structure in mind coming into these meetings?
Yeah, so I showed them like I showed them the original book that this girl like helped me compile that just didn't work, and they said, "Yeah, like your voice isn't in it. I don't like it." I was like, "I agree." Toss it away. We're starting over. Cool. Okay. So then I had to give them a Google Doc of all like the emails, right? And then we had to figure out like what is the common themes between these emails. And then we had to come up with chapter titles for each of the themes. And then we had to like write in more information to fill in the gaps of what was missing in different parts. And then we had to, because I had some like affirmations. So like the book has like affirmations and learning lessons, but like limited. So I had to like add more, if that makes sense. So it
Oh
was
yeah.
like creating a whole artwork. Yeah.
We're here with Dani Felt, author of Becoming Unstoppable, on the Craig-Veltri interview, a service of Scarfire Media's podcast network. For more on Scarfire Media, visit our website, scarfiremedia.com. Check out the new episode of the Cool Brother podcast available on YouTube right now. Mommy Rockstar coming in June. And thank you for listening to the Craig-Veltri interview. Like, share, and subscribe, and follow Music for the 412. Thank you so much for posting this and future episodes. The book itself, what I've read of this book, it
Mm-hmm.
is definitely, I can hear Dani Felt in it.
Mm-hmm.
And the title, Becoming Unstoppable, the word that I would use also to describe it is reaffirming. It is,
Mm-hmm.
you're giving your reader so much ammo on the in order to move forward on this. Just the chapter titles
Mm-hmm.
are so direct to, I mean, chapter one, fuck perfection, seriously, let it go. And I'll talk
Uh-huh.
about that content in just a second, but
Yeah.
lead yourself before you lead anyone else. Chapter six. Chapter 12, think bigger, you're playing too small.
Mm-hmm.
So this was notes from your editing team, but were these overall concepts charted out in a certain way before you got into the room with them, or was this all from the team?
All from the team. Yeah, they really helped me like, well, I had to like go through it first and like write out, if I remember correctly, like I had to start writing out themes and then they helped me make it make sense. And it's supposed to be in order, like a specific order, because like the end of the book actually is about you building your plan. And the beginning of the book is like first telling you like you have to get out of your own way because you need like the internal system before you have a strong plan to be successful. Like all the greatest entrepreneurs and athletes and everyone, it's their internal system that is so powerful that when they take action, it's really transformative, as opposed to if you just focus on the outer and the likes and the follows, and that's important. But if you don't believe in yourself, if you're going to self-sabotage, if you're going to not continue something because you don't think it's good enough, then you're going to keep stopping yourself. So it's really important to like recognize the internal mindset is like the key.
A lot of what you're saying, you lead right from the get-go in chapter one, and I'm quoting your book here.
Yeah.
It is safe to not be perfect. It is safe to have weaknesses. It is safe to ask for help and admit you need guidance on something. We are human and divine, but not perfect. Forgive
Mm-hmm.
yourself for what is not your best skills and find people to team up with who are amazing with those things that you struggle with. You will feel so much better. I think that a lot of people, I know in my experience, people mistaken success with perfection. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that it is a wonderful message to put out to anybody who, like me, wasn't consistently on the honor roll, wasn't consistently pegged to be most likely to succeed. It is a it perfection is a character flaw. And I think it's wonderful that you brought this up. How often in those emails you lead with this? So
Mm-hmm.
why did you feel that this was the main thing that you led with in the book?
I guess we just, our team thought it was important to tell people.
Right, but your name is on the book, so obviously you got final approval on it. So
Yes, for
why was
sure. I mean, I know myself, like for myself personally, like I've used perfection a lot to get so many different versions of a song that it just kept delaying it. Like I think I had 5 different people work on gone, and it was like, let's change this, let's change this. It's not good enough. Or the song Unapologetic. Like I kept going to different mixers to get different opinions, to go back to my other producer to change things. And it was like I was putting so many voices in the room because I was just like so afraid of it not being good enough, and I think that's a common thing with creatives is feeling like something's not good enough. So we just don't even release it. So, I mean, there's a fine line because obviously we want it to still be great. So I think overall,
Look at
it's,
Brian Wilson. It drove him crazy, literally.
yeah, like I think it it's really important to it's really important to get out of our own way and to release things and let go of things and to just put stuff out there and just you won't know if something resonates with someone until you put it out there. And so I was like, okay, like this is an important aspect to teach people.
Well, the music hasn't stopped for you, and thank heavens for that. The latest single, Hatter, is going to be hitting this airway first and then streaming June 11th personally. The thing that I've always noticed and loved about your music is that there's always that kind of brooding quality underneath. But there's one thing that and while it does implement electronics, I never really envisioned a lot of your songs being in dance clubs until today when I hear this song. So, was that a mindset? I gotta dance. I gotta do something. Just the music side of it. We'll get to the Hatter imagery in just a second, but where did this beat come from?
Okay, so this was a very specific order. So I met someone I had a crush on, and then I wrote a song about it. And then I was talking to my producer, Grant Wool. I'm like, I want to make sure he's out in Nashville too. And I was showing him the song. What I did is I put it originally into Logic, if I remember correctly. I've been doing this a lot and just like putting different um loops, because I'm not a producer. But I had to like give a concept, and I realized I shouldn't share my ideas to producers unless I want to get inspired to hire them to actually create the song.
That makes
Because
sense.
like, yeah, so when he showed it to me, like he loved the concept, and I basically flew out on New Year's. I landed New Year's Day to Nashville to go. We had 3 days to figure out how we're gonna turn like this concept rap music thing into like a concept, and he created the track. So it was him, like he built like the track around everything. He did like some of the background vocals, the ooze, super talented person. So he created the beat. I originally had like this rap that I just like put in my voice memo, and I was like, I don't know, like it just came to me. I think when you meet different people, the best part about being a songwriter is just being able to express that in different ways and channeling everything into music. So yeah, Grant created the track, and then yeah, and then Dallas mixed it. I mean, Grant
Dallas Jack
it.
of Spade Creative, who, by the way, did a wonderful forward in Becoming Unstoppable.
Yeah, oh my gosh, he did the best forward. I mean, I think yeah, I mean, together I just think it's a really cool combination. I think Dallas just knows how to like bring out my vocals, and I've had him like mix almost all my vocals now, like all my recent stuff. So I think it's like when you find someone that just like you click with and just like understands your voice, like it's really hard to go to other people. So I went to Grant, and Grant did such an amazing job, but I feel like Dallas kind of just put like the final touches on it and knew how to like bring out my voice. So I give Grant so much credit for helping me co-write the song and creating the beat and like having that whole vision and really helping me have a whole new sound. His goal is to like help me have a different sound that was more like myself. And I think Dallas helped me a lot with just bringing that to the final part.
Where
Like,
would you say that the new sound? I mean, I mentioned the danceability of this song. Is that
uh-huh.
what the quality that he brought out of it
Oh, for
specifically?
sure. For sure. Yeah, Grant brought that out for sure. I mean, he created the track. So he like had that vision, and yeah, we had 3 days to like really build everything out. So we used like originally the lyrics that I wrote, some of them, and the rap, and it was a very collaborative process, but it was very rushed, like because I was only in Nashville. I was supposed to only go there for a couple days in Nashville just to record the song.
Mhm.
And so we were like, okay, 3 days. That's it. So I flew in on New Year's in the morning, if I remember. I think I got there like the afternoon and we're like, start recording that day. It was crazy. Like, yeah.
We're here with Dani Felt on the Craig-Veltri interview. Check out previous episodes with Dani Felt on the Craig-Veltri interview archive, available for just $5 a month on Patreon. New episodes coming up every Monday and Wednesday. That is patreon.com/CVI archive. The lyrical content of Hatter. I mean, you think about the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland, perhaps. Is
Mhm.
that what you had in mind for this subject?
Oh, 100%. Because this song, I feel like represents escape. And I think that could be like in a lot of things, And I love fantasy and I love Disney and I love like stories. And so I feel like it just kind of goes in the theme of everything I've been writing, which is very fantasy, very like theatrical, and like
Superhero, Queen, and all the other stuff that you've done in the
all
past,
like
definitely.
movie
Yeah.
themes. And so yeah, it was like between the title like Hatter and Tonight, but I think Grant came up with the title Hatter, and I think it really fits it well. But yeah, Alice in Wonderland theme for sure.
Well, journeying on, maybe not to the land to Wonderland, but just on with your career. You've been a singles artist since I've known you, and it seems like the pattern is concluding. So, do we have another single in the chamber?
Actually, yes. So, like I said, I met someone and they inspired a lot of music out of me. And I happened to meet up with this other producer,
When
like
you say
Zach.
you met up with somebody, and you don't give the professional uh, caveat, is that to say somebody in a romantic sense?
Yes, I met someone that I got a tiny crush on by accident on vacation,
Okay,
and it
one of
inspired a lot
those.
of
Okay.
music. We all have been there, right? Like you just meet someone, you're
Oh
like,
yeah, listen to my previous record with Moonshine Vagabonds, but
exactly,
mhm,
exactly. We can all relate, right? And
mhm.
so the next song that I recorded, so I met this guy because of an event I did with Dallas. I somehow this producer, Zach, I can't remember his last name because it's 6:30 a.m. here, but his name is Zach. And
You're not under deposition, Miss Phelps.
but yeah, his name is Zach. And oh my gosh. So I created this other song in Logic. It's called Why'd You Leave? I think it's called Why'd You Leave Me? And I might change the name. I'm not sure yet. But I showed him that and he built the MIDI track around my ideas. And it was the first track that I feel like I really like created by myself originally, like because I don't play instruments, but I just put loops. And he was able to transfer the loops into like actual piano parts, and it was originally supposed to be just like a demo, like, hey, yeah, you can just like record it. But then I loved how like my vocal sounded on his mic so much that I sent it to, if I remember, I sent it to Dallas to, I don't think I actually sent this one to Dallas, but I didn't. I loved it so much that I was like, can we actually like, can you like work on this and like we can actually like release this? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, great. And so that song is about someone leaving, which, yeah, I mean, everyone can relate to that. And so, but it's a cute song. Like it talks about like the storyline and like it could be like a Hallmark movie, but it's just a song. But yeah,
When can we expect to hear that one?
great question. That's a great question. I don't know. My only focus this summer is releasing Hatter. So the whole summer I'll just be focused on that because I can only I can only handle so many different things. I'm also in the talks with a online network that I'm still waiting for them to get back to me about specific questions. But if all goes well, I'll be having my own podcast too, and I'll have to have 4 episodes every single month that is focused on like female. The network is like all about female entrepreneurs and business owners. So that will also be another thing. So I couldn't handle like releasing more music than I'm doing and my book. And I've been doing public speaking too. I just spoke at Los Angeles College of Music. I'm doing a manifestation workshop. I'm doing an event on monetizing your gifts. I just met someone yesterday that said they might be able to book me at USC. Like,
Oh.
so I'm doing a lot. Yeah.
And not seeming or looking worse for wear for it. Way to go, Dani.
Well, I joined
We
the gym. I joined the gym. I've been
You
going
did.
5 times a week. Yes. So, like, this girl said to me, Dani, I think you need to join the gym because if you want to help other people be better, you need to be better. And I said, you're right. And so that called me out. And I was like, okay, self, like, I need to join the gym. And so I got a membership that with my friend, and he's been training me every single day. Like, we've been going to the gym 5 times a week. And yeah,
Next stop for me after this interview. I was actually able to push 225 twice this past week on the
that's
bench, so I'm
awesome.
happy for myself on that. Well, Dani, as you know, we have a nice way of closing here on the Craig-Veltri interview called the No Kidding Questionnaire, and much delayed for you because you are the repeat offender on this program. We have an updated version of the No Kidding Questionnaire,
Yes.
creatively called the No Kidding Questionnaire 2.0. Dani
Cool.
Felt, what sound or noise do you love?
Uh, that's a strange question.
All
Uh,
downhill from here.
I don't know. Musical theater.
You love being like sitting in a theater and watching a musical.
I love musicals, so let's go with that answer.
Okay. What sound or noise do you, in fact, I think I've asked you this before, but do you have a favorite musical?
Um, I like all of the musicals. I like
Even Spider-Man?
I liked Spider-Man Turn Off the Dark, the musical. I like the song Rise Above. I love musicals. It's my favorite thing in the world. So Hades Town, Next to Normal, Mamma Mia. It's never ending. Like there's just so many good shows.
My favorite, technically it's not a theater show, at least it wasn't upon its initial release, but hands down, my favorite movie of all time is Singing in the Rain. So, um, of
I
that,
feel like I've seen that in class some million years ago.
uh, I
I need to rewatch it.
I highly recommend rewatching it. It is not. It's really a story about an artist finding love in every way that an artist can. Not only love in the art that in acting and music that Gene Kelly's character goes through, but finding actual romantic love through the
Mm.
course of it. So it. I can't help but smile just thinking about that movie, and anytime I need one, that's the movie I turn on.
Oh yeah.
Moving on with the questionnaire, what sound or noise do you hate?
Oh God, so many. Like the metal. When people are scraping with like cooking, like metal on metal.
Oh,
I don't
uh,
like sirens. I don't like loud music. So when it's like too like the speakers are too loud or the bass is too loud, like I can't I can't do it. I have to walk away. Like if my earplugs don't like block out the noise enough, like I can't be in the room.
hmm. I'm
Um, yeah.
I'm getting sensitive about that too.
Yeah.
Myself, it's I'm the next big purchase is going to be in-ear monitors for me and
Mm.
my band eventually because you know my mom pretty much lost her hearing in her 50s,
Oh
so
my God.
so it's not completely deaf, but she's needed hearing aids for a while, so I
Yes.
that's been my caution to turn on. And I do love loud music and aggressive music, so
Not me.
so moving on with the questionnaire. What is the one song that you are not yet tired of playing, singing, or listening to, and it cannot be one of your own?
I'm trying Vampire, I think, by Olivia Rodrigo.
Hmm.
I have been listening to her nonstop. Her, Sabrina Carpenter, and Taylor Swift have just been on my Spotify playlist, and I've just been
Me too,
and
actually.
Chaperone, like all four of them. Like I don't know, I don't get sick of it, and it helps me sleep. Like when I want to like calm myself down, like I'll listen to like it just helps. I don't know. Yeah, I love Olivia Rodrigo.
All of them have their hits and misses, but when they hit, it's out of the park because
hmm
I mean,
hmm
Get Him Back, Bad Idea, right? For me, that was like the year that I think it was 2 years ago now that that album came out. The best. I don't like her ballads. Driver's License did nothing for me. Vampire, a
I
little
like
better,
Vampire.
but still, I think her strength is in her upbeat stuff.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I'm still discovering her, but what I've been doing has been I've been really deep diving into artists' whole catalogs, because I at first used to only know like the hits, but now that I'll like go on Spotify and like listen to all their music, it's fascinating to me because I'm like, I don't know half of these songs. Like this is so interesting. Like Chapel Roan too. She just has so much like interesting music. I was like, I need to work with her producer. I was like Googling, like, who are these producers that are working with these artists? Like, this music is insane. But yeah, it just makes you feel it's a skill.
Well, speaking of things that make you feel, if reincarnation is real, what animal or organism do you hope to come back as?
I don't want to be an animal. No, no.
You don't want to be an animal, but okay.
No, but a person. I could be a person again, but an animal? No, no, no. I don't want to be an animal.
So if you were reincarnated, who would you come back as?
Oh, that's a really hard question. I don't know. I like Dani. Like I just feel like this life, like there's just so much blessings and like I'm so grateful for this life. I can't think about other lives. Like I'm trying more and more to live day to day and not think so much about the future and just like enjoy the present, like the present, not presents. Enjoy the present more and just like
Hey,
value
life is a
that.
gift.
Life is such a gift. And even the people that hurt you will give you so many gifts. And even like everything is like lessons, which ends up becoming a gift and it only makes you stronger. Just like the gym is like, ah, I don't want to go to the gym, but like you become stronger. And I think it, not that has anything to do with your question, but the gym like helps you mentally be so much stronger. I feel like I can just handle more now because I'm like, I just lifted this weight. I can handle this person that's pissing me off today. Like,
Uh,
like I don't
I
know. It's like this thing. And I've been like, when I go on the treadmill, like sometimes I say in my head, I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I'm a badass bitch. Like, let's fucking go.
well, I I answered this question. I can imagine somebody would think that I'd like to come back as me as a cop out to that answer. No, I answered this question. I would come back as me, just a little bit taller. That's all I ask for.
Mm,
Uh,
fair.
Moving on with the questionnaire, and you did mention that you don't like metal scraping up
No.
against in the kitchen. So
Mm-mm.
maybe the answer is nothing. But what is your favorite food to make at home?
Oh my God. So I've been learning cooking recently. I actually did a video on my Instagram about making pancakes the other day. And I think I'm
Okay.
going to have a whole series called Beyond Beginner Cooking because it's like, let's teach people how to cook in real time, the simple things. Because I never grew up learning cooking. Like it was just nothing. I never learned it. So it's like when you're an adult and no one taught you that, it's like hard. Like it's a skill, like it's a learning curve. I'm still trying to get better with cooking chicken. Like I don't know, it's like a whole lifestyle. But anyway, to answer your question, I've been making like quinoa a lot, and I think that's one of my favorite things to make because it's really good for you and it's really easy and it's like a protein. So I've been having that almost every day after the gym. So Now my life is revolving around the gym. So all the food things I'm doing, except when I'm out and eating cheeseburgers and maybe not the best foods all the time. But now I feel better because I'm like, okay, like at home I can make quinoa and I can make oats and really simple things and eggs. So those are my answers, even though those are very boring food items. But
Oh no,
the
no, no.
pancakes actually are
I make four eggs sunny side up after before or after my workouts, depending on when I decided to
yeah.
eat that day. So,
Uh,
so
Another
that's mostly what I'm making these days. So.
another great combination, because I've been combining stuff, is eggs and quinoa. And then you put like cocoa amino acids. It's so good. Like I don't know. It's a whole thing, but yeah.
Things I'm going to try because usually my combination is eggs and chicken, or as I like to call it, double homicide.
That's
Uh,
cool.
so, Dani Felt, you've given a few candidates already without even knowing it. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, fuck is my favorite curse word for
Mine
sure.
too.
It just it I don't know. I feel like it makes the
I mean,
phrase more
it's in chapter
powerful.
1 of your book, so.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure.
Last question of this questionnaire. If you were given the choice between starting life with your current knowledge again at the age of 6 or $10 million, which would you take?
No, no, no. I wouldn't change anything related to the way I learned the lessons because everything happened for a reason. So yeah, I gladly will take the $10 million.
Me too. Well, Dani, you know this part of it. It's your favorite part of the show. At least it should be. It is time for shameless self promotion. Hatter coming out soon. Bit becoming unstoppable. Available now. Where can we find it? Where can we find you? Plug your pluggable spire away.
Okay, so the greatest thing is you can actually go into Barnes and Nobles and order it now, which is all across,
Congratulations.
thank you, all across the world, like anywhere, any Barnes and Nobles. My friend actually got me into Studio City in LA, so my book literally keeps showing up there, which is really cool. And I'm hoping they approve me to do an event there because that would just be really cool. So any bookstore can order it now, which is pretty awesome. So and Amazon, of course, Amazon's one of the easiest because most people have Amazon. But you can also walk into any Barnes and Nobles and order it. Any bookstore. Yeah, everyone can find it there. This is a book. I'm obsessed, obviously. But yeah.
You should be proud. The pros really flows together. The advice is invaluable. Definitely worth the anywhere between 19.99 or free if you got the right subscription for this stuff. And it was and it's mostly advice that I've heard a lot from you over here, which has been invaluable to me, and you are quite invaluable to me. So thank you so much for your time, your friendship, and for joining me once more on the Craig-Veltri interview, Dani.
Yeah, absolutely. And I forgot you can also find me on Dani Felt Inspires on Instagram, Dani Felt Music on Instagram, CaliConnector.com for my company. And my song Hatter will be out June 11th. So if you're looking for a song to dance to, this is like a vibe. If you're just like, I want to escape life and just not literally, but just like I just want to escape, like, like just like have a
Let's not
you
suggest
know,
permanent escape.
no, 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 no. Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
no,
gosh.
no, no, no. I just mean like if you need an escape, like this song I feel like brings you into a different vibe, like a different headspace. It's like a fantasy. Yeah.
Well, world premiere coming up shortly. Dani Felt, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again, Dani.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me.
The Craig-Veltri interview, where Craig-Veltri interviews wonderful people, is a production of Scarfire Media, the voice of the independent artist. Written and edited by Craig-Veltri. Your announcer is Megan Pennington. The opening theme, Shut Up, I Love You, written by Trenton Chandler and Craig-Veltri, performed by Craig-Veltri, produced by Jack Gavin. Inside the Cabin is available now on all streaming. Support Moonshine Vagabonds by downloading the album direct from Bandcamp. Time now to update the event calendar because you must know where I am at all times. Friday, May 29th, I'll be heading up to Bridgewater, Pennsylvania, and the Grumpy Beaver Pub from 8 to 11 p.m. Then on Tuesday, this just got added. Tuesday, June 2nd, I will be heading to downtown Pittsburgh and Mellon Square from 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. Brought to you by the Pittsburgh Downtown Partnership. For full dates, including Pittsburgh, Chicago, and Atlanta, visit my website, craig-veltri.bandzoogle.com. For booking info, including full band and this podcast, email me at craig-veltri@gmail.com. You can find the interview on Facebook by searching the Craig Veltri interview, YouTube at Craig Veltri Music, and you can find me on Instagram, or as my old roommate, the Tommy Thomas, used to call it, Instagirl, at craig.veltri. For Dani Felt, I'm Craig Veltri, and this has been the Craig Veltri interview. With that, I'll pass. It's the world premiere of Dani's brand new single, Here's Hatter, on the Craig Veltri interview, proud member of the Scarfire Media Podcast Network.
Show me what you want this time.